The nail-biting championship game for girls basketball, new changes to Colonial that will help student athletes,
senior night at baseball, and multiple records set in boys weightlifting as they head into the postseason.
and more today on your Sentinel Surge. I'm Lauren Taylor.
And I'm Chase Gorton, and your surge starts now.
Well, Chase, our girls basketball team made it to states again this year, and they had their biggest game so far this season earlier in March.
Yeah, like the state semis were very tough, and the emotions were running really high, and pressure was off the charts.
Well, let's check out the report by Cooper.
After falling short last year, the Lady Sentinels are back in the state semifinals with something to prove. The team that won it all 2 years ago is back to reclaim their championship trophy.
The girls started off strong in one tip-off, but lost the first point to Holy Trinity. Sevi took a mean foul in the first quarter. They fought hard during the first half, but they ended it off 31-17, down by 14. Coach Donnell had this to say about the second half.
We had 3 kids with 2 fouls in the first half. We were sitting our best kids, sitting our kids to start for us. We were on the bench trying to bide our time. We fought like a madman in the third quarter, but when you get down that far, man, everything has to happen right for you, and you can't have any mistakes in that. They just kept going. We just couldn't get close enough to them and catch them.
Nala Smith, a senior who played on the championship team 2 years ago, has stepped up as a leader, especially for the younger players.
And I hope that the girls can take this game, because they're a really young group, and just move on and learn from it, and know that they can face off. They can go face to face with anybody, no matter your age, your size, what rank you got. It really doesn't matter.
Without Nala, I'm being honest, I wouldn't have grown to where I am right now. She's such a group leader. I love Nala so much, and it's sad to see her go.
At the end of the day, I want them to learn that you're not going to always be met with sunshine and rainbows, but what are you going to do in that situation?
Coach Donnell gives a closing word for both the game and the season.
Young kids got us to the Final Four. Proud of their season they had. Again, we didn't win the state championship, but hey, we got to the Final Four. It'd be something to grow on. We have something that had in our mouths, something that tastes in our heart that we should have got here to this point. Hopefully next year we have a great summer. We come back and we get here again and we win these 2 games. We're excited about this team, and they did a phenomenal job. We're a young team, not an excuse, but we're a young team. We're going to be back again.
In the end, the girls weren't able to find their footing and lost 65-45. However, with all the young talent built into the team, who knows what might happen next year. Reporting for ECSN, this is Cooper Effing.
That was a great story, Cooper. It's glad to see how the states was a nice way to end the season.
And another great way to end the season is to have all your athletes who made it to districts move on to regionals, and that happened to the boys weightlifting team.
That's amazing. Let's check out that report by Addie.
At SFCA is the boys weightlifting districts. There are only 5 teams and ECS feels ready to compete. I guess we can only wait and see.
5 teams gathered at SFCA to compete in the boys district weightlifting meet. After warming up, each athlete took turns lifting in events like the bench press and clean and jerk. They tried to lift as much weight as they could, keeping the main goal in mind to make it to regionals. Many of these athletes have been training for months to get new PRs and to do their best. Coaches helped guide their lifters during the competition with teammates cheering from the side. Some athletes reached new personal records, others worked hard and did their best. At the end of the meet, the top lifters placed and moved on. Overall, it was a day of hard work and competition, all while improving 1 step or pound at a time.
Making sure that your teammate who's lifting knows that you're there watching, maybe even directing them while you're doing it, because it is a lot easier when you know that there's people supporting.
Last year we had a lot less kids than we do have now. It's a lot more, fun, and we're able to really come together as a team and lift more weight, and we just get hyped with each other.
This is the largest team that we've sent to regionals. The sport's grown. Everyone's doing better this year. We're all lifting more. We're all maturing. And it's looking like a very bright future for the sport.
Today, ECS set multiple records with all 13 athletes advancing to regionals. For ECSN, I'm Madison Kelly.
Great report, Addie, and man, did that season go by fast.
Another sports season that went by really fast was baseball, and they've been doing pretty well this season.
Yeah, and senior night was just a little bit ago, so let's check out that report by Andrew.
Feels good. You know, anytime you have a win like that on a big game, you know, a lot of these seniors, they have their friends and family out. They want to see them play well. They want to see, obviously, a W at the end of the day is big for those guys. So it's good morale for those.
Pretty confident in this team. This is definitely the best team we've had since at least I've moved down here my sophomore year. Pretty strong, got a great group of kids. Everyone puts in hard work, great teammates. Everyone's good with each other. I think we're going to be in for the long run in playoffs. Definitely a roller coaster of emotions. I don't know. It's hard to think about. I've been playing it for 14 years, 15 years, and can't believe it's about to come to an end. Never really. Elementary school, I'm like, man, can't wait to be a senior and graduating, but now it's here. I got a few more weeks left, and that's it.
So we talked about being selfless or selfish. Those two things are the difference. If we do one or the other, it's the difference between us playing well and going far, or maybe not playing so well and getting an early exit, right? So that's the big thing for us. We have to be selfless as a team, as players, as teammates, everything.
Great story. And it seems like everything ends on a positive note.
Yeah, I know. And it's great to see how they're breaking new records. And speaking of new records, new facilities to accommodate several sports, including beach volleyball, are coming to this campus.
Well, I'm really excited for them, and let's see what it'll be like from your report.
For 2 years now, most sports have not been on the Colonial campus, making it difficult for some students to make it to practices and games. But for next year, this vacant lot full of dead trees, shrubs, and plastic will be changed for the better. For years now, the team has had its home court here at Cape Fear Beach Volleyball Club in Cape Coral, which from the school can be over a 30-minute drive, putting more stress on the drivers.
Going from Colonial and Fort Myers all the way to North Cape is it's a lot. We have no time to stop for food. We just have to leave immediately, and if traffic's bad, we have to tell our coach, and it's a lot all the time.
Because of this pressure, some decided to change the vacant lot next to the new campus into a new athletic facility, aimed at helping student athletes like the beach volleyball players in order to make their experience at ECS more enjoyable.
Well, one thing here at the high school campus is we desperately need some facilities. So we're looking at building a beach volleyball court. You can leave school, everything's here where it needs to be at. It just gives that an opportunity for students that are here on the Colonial campus to do that.
Freshman Sammy Fisher likes the idea of moving on campus.
Now it's just going to be so simple. We could even walk. It's just going to be so simple, and we're just at our campus, and it's just easier for us, and it's easier for our opposing teams.
It's good to see how this project will change students' lives for the better, making the Colonial campus their home. For ECSN, this is Chase Gorton.
Great report, Chase, but that's not just going to help beach volleyball.
Yeah, there's other sports like tennis that'll also be coming to this campus.
Speaking of tennis, I wonder how their season's been going.
Well, let's dig in and see all about that in Drea's report.
Right now, this lot behind me is just dirt and grass, but in a year, there will be new tennis courts here. This season is not just of hope. They also have a new coach and new players that are excited for the chance to play somewhere new.
So right now, our students play at Park Meadows tennis courts. From the Beacon campus, it's about a 10-15 minute drive. So from this campus, it's like a 15 to 20 minute drive.
Adding courts on campus would make it easier for these athletes. Instead of having to travel to their courts and cutting into practice time, they would be able to walk out right to their courts.
I think that's cool because I've been only to the school twice, getting to see more of what it's like to be out of school.
It's going really well. I've really enjoyed working with these young ladies. They play hard, and we've been generally happy with how everything's gone.
Not only would it give them more practice time, but it would get rid of scheduling conflicts. Playing at community courts means that community games and tournaments come before school practice. Many times they've had to cancel practice because there were no available courts.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's definitely, I think it'll be good for the sport in the school. It gives it a bit more press, so to speak. You know, you're right there. Everybody sees the courts. I think it'll help get us some new players next year as well.
They backed it up today with a solid 6-1 win. For a team with the new coach, new players, and no real home courts yet, that says a lot. For ECSN, this is Drea Rose.
Great report, Drea, and it's good to catch up on all these sports, how much they've grown and what all they're going through.
And with that, this episode of The Surge is over. It's great to see that it seems that all these sports have had great things headed for them.
Yeah, and it was great to make this for you. And I can't wait to see you later.
But for now, that's everything. So we'll see you next time on
The Surge.